Hello there and welcome to part 14 of What If Yuji had the anti-gravity system. The culling games begin, changing the history of the Jujutsu world. How will the story be different from its canonical counterpart? For that, continue watching. So without any further ado, let's get started. With all four members going inside the culling games, they are split. Hakari was transported to Tokyo number 2 colony as Yuta was teleported to Sendai colony. Both are teleported to the same location as in canon, while Megumi and Mai are sent to Tokyo number 1 colony, with Megumi in the same place as Yuji from the canonical timeline, as Mai takes Megumi's place from the canonical timeline. Megumi meets Higuruma, who is mentally unstable after not seeing justice in the justice system. After talking about it a bit, Higuruma activates his domain in anger at the world, as Megumi also uses his domain in neutralizing it. Due to Megumi having higher refinement, Higuruma's domains break as he gets hit by Megumi's short attack. Understanding Higuruma's intention and seeing some similarities between him and Yuji, Megumi spares him. Higuruma changes his ways and decides to help the team after hearing Megumi's story. Mai focuses on collecting as many points as possible, knowing that Megumi is focusing on Higuruma. She encounters Regista along with his associates, whom Mai fights. This allows us to show her armor's full potential, killing all of them and gaining her points. She even meets Fumihiko Takaba, who she almost kills, but realizes that he doesn't mean any harm and recruits him. The armor can allow her to move at speed similar to the legend Toji, while the various abilities she can use are due to the cursed tools. To create this armor, she had to create a binding vow which sacrifices all her cursed energy she has, creating this which causes her to completely lose cursed energy. She doesn't even have her heavenly restriction, so she just becomes a normal human. But with this armor, she can contend with the likes of Megumi, Hikari and the other people. After this, she sees Hana Kuroso descend upon her with her wing. Megumi takes Hana and Tagawa to Megumi and Higuruma, making Hana blush due to her crush on Megumi. Elsewhere, Hakari fights against Charles Bernard, and using Jacquard against him causes him to get juiced up enough to fight his next opponent, Hajime Kashimo. Both of them fight with everything they have, in the case of Hakari at least. Kashimo is still holding back, but he has fun, so when the fight ends, Kashimo joins the team while transferring all of his points to Hakari. Yuta interrupts a four-way struggle with Dhruv Lagdawala, Ryu Ishigori, Takako Oro and Kuro Usuchi. Yuta kills Dhruv and eventually Kuro Usuchi, forcing the remaining two into a three-mate domain clash. This leaves Uro weakened, allowing Yuta and Ishigori to fight until Yuta comes out victorious, getting all of their points. While that is going on, in Sakurajima colony, there is a cursed spirit that's roaming around the entire colony, almost killing everyone except Hagane Daido and Rakuji Kimiyo, who are reincarnated sorcerers, who both of them holding back the cursed spirit. Unfortunately, the cursed spirit gets too frustrated and opens his domain expansion, killing both of the sorcerers and somehow entering itself into the culling games. While that is going on, Yuki and Tengen have a talk about the previous star vessels. Yuji is resting after training he has endured, but after resting to the point that he is ready to train once again, all of them feel the commotion. Knowing that Kenjaku is here, both Yuki and Yuji go to where Kenjaku is. Kenjaku is happy to see them, since they are the people he wanted to talk to. Yuji asks what Kenjaku's plan is, as Kenjaku says that due to him being Yuji's parent, he needs to explain things. He explains about the merger, how it would be fun to merge every single curse energy user with Tengen, creating a new being. This pisses Yuji off, but Yuki asks how Yuji comes as a part of this plan. Kenjaku says that Yuji is a signal fire for a new era and the cycle of curses will never end as long as he and Sukuna are around. This finally pisses Yuki off to make her attack Kenjaku, Yuji following behind her. Yuki uses Star Rage to boost her power, while Yuji does a similar thing with his gravity, adding gravity to his fist and then swinging it, generating a similar effect of added mass like Yuki's. Kenjaku is able to dodge all of these, but he's immediately pushed back. Knowing that Yuji probably told him about his abilities, Kenjaku freely uses curse manipulation and sends many of the curse spirits at them. Yuki jumps over all of them, leaving them to Yuji while she fights with Kenjaku. Yuki slams her fist against Kenjaku, but all the added mass disappears as it hits Kenjaku, who used Kaori's anti-gravity system on himself, making any attack land on him be negated due to its gravity. Kenjaku uses this chance to hit Yuki quite a few times, forcing her to defend. By this time, Yuji finishes all of the cursed spirits, jumping into the battle with the king enhanced by gravity, which Kenjaku dodges. Yuki takes his opportunity to use a curse-spread Garuda and kicks it straight at Kenjaku, who uses anti-gravity as a domain around him, cancelling all the mass that Garuda generated. This is something he learned from watching Yuji, and Kenjaku makes sure to point this out to Yuji, who's annoyed. Yuji rushes at Kenjaku, surrounding himself with anti-gravity. Kenjaku was always curious about what would happen when two anti-gravity users collide with each other, as science literally has no explanation for that. He waits, which Yuki notices. She figures out one of Kenjaku's biggest weakness. His curious nature can be used against him. So Yuki readies herself while Yuji enters the anti-gravity domain that Kenjaku created. Noticing that both anti-gravity react with each other, it amplifies both of their powers by mixing it with each other. Yuji throws a punch which Kenjaku easily blocks, but something Yuji figures out instantly is that Kenjaku doesn't know what is happening. He tries to test his theory, so he changes the condition of the anti-gravity coursing around his body, from negating gravity to erasing gravity. This causes the entire domain of anti-gravity to get destabilized, something that surprises Kenjaku. This proves Yuji's theory that even though Kenjaku has access to his mother's technique, he doesn't have any experience with it. Yuji attacks Kenjaku with repeated attacks, though Kenjaku blocks all of them. He realizes his own weakness at not having the same experience in anti-gravity as Yuji, which he comments on. He's proud of Yuji for figuring this out, but Yuji jumps up and tries to kick him, which Kenjaku dodges. Yuji spins backwards, still in the air, allowing Yuki to take his place with her hand infused with a lot of virtual mass, intending on finishing Kenjaku with one single strike. As Kenjaku puts his hand on blocking it, he realizes that Yuki has still not hit him, and he notices Yuji cupping his hands together. Kenjaku at the last minute feels something wrong, so he imbues himself with domain amplification, right as Yuji fires a slicing exorcism that hits Kenjaku's face. At the same time that Yuki throws a punch, destroying Kenjaku's hand and sending him flying back to the barrier. And this is where I'm going to leave this part for right here. With Yuji and Yuki fighting Kenjaku, how will this fight go ahead? Will Kenjaku die? Will Gojo be released? Will Sukuna be trapped before being eventually killed? For these answers, continue watching. So if you guys like this video, like, share, subscribe, do the necessary stuff, and also comment on what could happen. So until the next time, ta-ta.